for a look at what's happening right now across the country. As we move into the weekend, I'm joined by Julia Seymour. Julia, it was very frosty and a bit of a change for those Perth locals. Have we seen the mercury rise much since then?
Thankfully, Nicolina, we have seen it slowly start to rise. The blue sky trying its absolute best to climb out from behind the clouds. Now, when I say chilly, that might be a bit of an understatement. Check out this frost from this morning. Very cold indeed. Now, if we check the satellite, you can see why. It has been very clear all along the southwest. No cloud cover to trap in that heat. It has just been blue sky, and that's what's been dropping our temperatures. So Perth woke up to just 2.2 degrees this morning. Its coldest minimum in 2 years. Now, that is especially cold when you compare it to some of the places where we'd normally expect to see those frosty temperatures. Hobart 4.2, Canberra 4.5. So if we zoom in on the southwest, Kalgoorlie saw its coldest morning in 8 years, waking up to 0.5 of a degree. Meanwhile, Sarangans saw its coldest morning on record. That's in 87 years of data, minus 4.7 degrees there. No wonder many of us were reaching for an extra layer. Now, thankfully, the mercury did climb as the day progressed. The sun came out and our maximums rose to 19.8 degrees in Perth, 17.2 for Mandurah and Bunbury, the same for Albany, and Esperance 18.8. Kalgoorlie just under that 20-degree mark. Now, if we take a look ahead, the southwest has another frosty start ahead. The purple shading showing where we're expecting that frost to fall on Friday night into Saturday morning. So it is going to be another cold one indeed. Now, from there, we're going to be watching a cold front cross the southwest, bringing blustery winds and rain. So Perth is looking at a possible 20 millimetres in the gauge for your Saturday. Albany looking at 15 millimetres, and further north, Geraldton 20 millimetres as well. That wet weather to continue through until Sunday morning, Nicolina, so a good idea to keep that umbrella at the ready.
Yeah, I would take that advice as well. Thank you, Julia. Now, moving to the other side of Australia, what's the latest for the southeast?
Yeah, quite a different story there. Despite chilly temperatures, we're looking at a weekend of mostly blue sky. So through today, we have been seeing some light showers for the west of Tasmania pushing on through, making their way all the way along to the other side. Now, while we no longer have the severe winds we were experiencing on Thursday, we have still recorded some pretty decent wind gusts since 9 a.m. this morning. Mount Wellington taking the cake, 102 km/h winds there. Devonport 74, Strahan 65 km/h, and Liawini 70 km/h winds. As we head back onto the mainland, Mount Buller also recorded 78 km/h winds, Thredbo right at their tail with 76. Now, looking ahead, a westerly flow with an embedded cold front will brush Tasmania. We can see it moving off there, moving off into the evening, clearing by the early hours of Saturday, revealing a mostly sunny day. Now, further north, we'll start to see those gusty winds clear, the blue sky re-emerge, and it's looking like a nice clear day right along that east coastline. So a very nice start to the weekend if you're in Brisbane or Sydney. Here's what we're looking at around the nation to kick off the weekend. 22 degrees for your high. Blue sky in Brisbane after a chilly start to the morning of just 9 degrees. Sydney warming to 19 degrees through the day. Chance of a shower for Melbourne, 17 for your top. 18 for the high in Adelaide, a bit of cloud cover through the day. And Perth, the top of 19, as we mentioned, looking at a possible 20 millimetres in the gauge, so keep your raincoat nearby. And Darwin, a top of 32 degrees, some light cloud cover through the morning.